If you've ever stood in your kitchen after 60, holding a familiar jar in your hands, and wondered if the foods you've trusted for years are still serving you, you are not alone. There's a quiet moment many people experience as they age. You notice your energy shifts a little faster, your body gives feedback sooner, and foods that once felt neutral suddenly feel powerful, for better or worse. That awareness isn't worry, it's wisdom. And today, we're going to explore one of those foods that often sits quietly in the pantry, rarely questioned, yet surprisingly influential for health, energy, and longevity after 60. It's not a supplement, it's not a prescription, it's a familiar spread many people have enjoyed since childhood. And when eaten the right way, it can support your heart, preserve muscle, stabilize blood sugar, and even influence mood and mental clarity. But when chosen poorly or eaten without awareness, it can quietly undo those benefits. This is one of those senior health tips that doesn't come from fear. It comes from understanding how the body changes and how everyday foods interact with those changes. So let's slow down and take a closer look at what actually happens inside your body when you eat peanut butter regularly after 60, and how to make it work for you, not against you. Have you noticed how certain foods now feel more satisfying than others, or leave you feeling steadier for longer? That's your metabolism talking, and peanut butter has a unique way of joining that conversation. At its foundation, peanut butter is remarkably nutrient-dense. Just a couple of tablespoons deliver a concentrated blend of minerals your body relies on more as you age. Copper supports healthy blood cells and connective tissue. Phosphorus and manganese help maintain bone strength and energy metabolism. Potassium supports blood pressure balance. Zinc plays a role in immune defense and wound healing. And then there's niacin, vitamin B3, essential for turning food into usable energy and supporting the nervous system. Thiamine, vitamin B1, helps muscles contract properly and supports nerve signaling, both critical for mobility and coordination later in life. Iron helps transport oxygen, reducing fatigue and supporting endurance. This isn't just comfort food. It's a compact package of nutrients that quietly supports systems many seniors worry about most. Now let's talk about protein, because muscle matters more with every passing decade. After 60, the body becomes less efficient at maintaining muscle mass. This process, called sarcopenia, isn't dramatic at first, it's gradual. You notice it when stairs feel steeper, when carrying groceries feels heavier, when recovery takes longer. Just 2 tablespoons of peanut butter provide about 7 grams of protein, including essential amino acids your body can't produce on its own. That protein, combined with healthy fats, creates deep satiety. You feel satisfied longer, you snack less mindlessly, and your muscles get steady building blocks throughout the day. Studies show that including protein-rich, nutrient-dense foods like this can help preserve lean body mass and support strength, especially when paired with regular movement. This is one reason peanut butter often fits naturally into senior health tips focused on strength and independence. But protein is only part of the story. The fats matter, and in this case, they work in your favor. About half the fat in peanut butter is unsaturated fat, the kind associated with improved cholesterol balance and cardiovascular support. These fats digest slowly. They provide steady energy instead of spikes and crashes. They support circulation and help reduce low-grade inflammation. Large studies consistently show that people who regularly consume foods rich in unsaturated fats have lower rates of heart disease, especially when those foods replace processed snacks. Do you happen to notice how your energy feels steadier when meals include healthy fats instead of refined carbs? That's not coincidence, it's physiology. In addition to fats, there's another layer here many people don't expect: antioxidants. Peanut butter contains compounds like resveratrol and other flavonoids that help neutralize free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells and accelerate aging. These antioxidants support long-term cellular health, reduce inflammation, and may contribute to disease risk reduction over time. But here's where awareness becomes essential. Processing matters. Some jars contain hydrogenated oils to improve texture and shelf life. Those oils introduce trans fats, the kind linked to inflammation and cardiovascular strain. That's why one of the simplest senior health tips is this: the shorter the ingredient list, the better the outcome. Ideally, you want the jar to contain peanuts and maybe a little salt and nothing else. That shorter ingredient list matters more after 60 than most people realize. Every added oil, sweetener, or stabilizer asks your body to do extra work. And it's work that once felt effortless, but now quietly adds up. Hydrogenated oils in particular introduce fats the body doesn't recognize well, increasing inflammation and placing unnecessary strain on the heart and blood vessels over time. Choosing a simple, natural peanut butter is one of those small, steady decisions that supports your body instead of challenging it. It's not about perfection. It's about giving your system food it understands and can use efficiently. A helpful habit is to turn the jar around before you buy it. If you can't pronounce the ingredients, or if the list is longer than a short sentence, your body likely won't love it either. When the ingredients are simple, the benefits stay intact, and that's where this food really begins to shine. Now let's talk about blood sugar, because this is where peanut butter quietly shines. A serving contains roughly 10 grams of total carbohydrates, but about half of that is fiber. Fiber slows digestion. It prevents sharp glucose spikes. It feeds beneficial gut bacteria. That means the net carbohydrate impact is relatively low, making peanut butter a smart option for people managing insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. The combination of protein, fiber, and fat acts as a natural buffer. Glucose enters the bloodstream slowly, energy stays stable, cravings decrease. Research shows that including peanut butter at breakfast can lead to lower post-meal blood sugar levels and increased fullness compared to meals without it. You may even notice fewer mid-morning crashes or afternoon slumps. And here's something that surprises many people: calorie-dense foods don't automatically cause weight gain. In fact, when eaten mindfully, peanut butter can support appetite regulation. Its nutrient profile triggers satiety hormones that tell your brain you've had enough. You feel satisfied, not deprived. Some studies suggest that consuming it later in the day may even help regulate hunger hormones overnight, leading to lower calorie intake the next day. Have you ever noticed that when meals feel satisfying, you think less about food overall? That's not willpower, that's biology working properly. Beyond the body, there's an effect on the mind. Stable energy supports mental clarity. Avoiding blood sugar crashes reduces brain fog. Thiamine supports mental energy and focus. The antioxidants help reduce oxidative stress in the brain, which has been linked to mood changes and cognitive fatigue. While peanut butter isn't a cure-all, research connects regular consumption with improved energy metabolism and subtle cognitive support, especially when part of a balanced diet. Now let's bring these pieces together for heart health. Unsaturated fats help improve cholesterol ratios. Arginine supports blood flow by increasing nitric oxide. Antioxidants like vitamin E and resveratrol protect blood vessels and reduce inflammation. Together, these effects support circulation, reduce arterial stiffness, and help prevent plaque buildup. Large population studies consistently show lower cardiovascular risk among people who consume peanuts and peanut butter regularly, particularly when they replace ultra-processed snacks. Emerging research also suggests a protective role at the cellular level. The phytochemicals and antioxidants help protect DNA from damage. Vitamin E has been associated with lower risk of certain cancers, including colon cancer. One long-term study found that regular consumption of peanuts and similar legumes was associated with reduced risk of benign breast disease, a known risk factor later in life. No single food guarantees protection, but patterns matter. And this is where daily habits quietly shape long-term outcomes. So how should you include peanut butter? Spread it on whole grain toast with sliced apple or banana. Stir it into oatmeal for protein and fat balance. Blend it into smoothies for creaminess and satiety. Use it as a dip for celery or carrots. Incorporate it into simple sauces or homemade energy bites. But caution matters too. Those with peanut allergies must avoid it completely. Its calorie density means portion awareness is important. Individuals with pancreatitis, kidney concerns, or specific metabolic conditions should consult their healthcare provider. And perhaps most importantly, choose your jar carefully. Some major brands have faced recalls due to contamination or poor quality control. Others include added sugars, hydrogenated oils, or unnecessary fillers. Look for jars with simple ingredients and transparent sourcing. Your body responds to quality, especially after 60. This brings us back to one of the most powerful senior health tips. Food isn't just fuel, it's information, and every choice sends a signal. Some support resilience, others create quiet stress. With that said, let me ask you one final reflective question. Have you noticed how your body responds differently now to the same foods you've eaten for years? And are you willing to adjust with curiosity instead of judgment? That willingness to listen is where healthy aging truly begins. Peanut butter, when chosen wisely and eaten mindfully, can be a steady ally for your heart, muscles, metabolism, and mind. Not because it's trendy, but because it works with the body you have now. Every day is another chance to care for the body that's carried you this far. Keep learning, keep moving, keep believing in your own strength, because aging isn't slowing down, it's leveling up. If today's message resonated, take a moment to subscribe, leave a thought in the comments, or share this video with someone who could use a little encouragement. Because together we're proving that aging well isn't the exception, it's the standard.